Okay, so we're gonna start with this. This video from one of my favorite YouTubers, the Internet Anarchist. He keeps me informed with all the controversies that go on, not just in the um online space, but also in the mainstream. Um, he's also talked about like other things like the completionist, which I do want to talk about at one point. He also brings up Ellen DeGeneres, a celebrity I used to follow, but not anymore. But yeah, here it is. And we're gonna look at the deserved downfall of Roblox. Yes, this guy's gonna get us up to speed as to everything that's been going on. And oh boy, shit has been going down. Shit has been going down ever since freaking Roblox decided to defend pedos over the what's taking care of them. All right, so let's get into it.
Roblox is currently facing one of the biggest scandals in gaming history, and judging by their response so far, this could be what finally destroys the game for good. It all started with them banning and threatening to sue a YouTuber named Schlep for exposing PDF files on their platform.
Roblox.
I understand why they pronounce it that way because YouTube wants to YouTube is a little sensitive bitch, but but I'm just gonna say I'm just gonna say pedo, okay? Because that's what they are. They're freaking pedos. Those Roblox can't get rid of them though. It's one of the main points of having the game. Yeah, but okay, so yeah, they can't get rid of all of them. Okay, let's face facts here. They can't get rid of every pedo on their site. It's just, but it's the same with any game. You can't get rid of every bully, every troll. But the thing is, I can't hear the video. Ah, fuck. All right, let me turn. I'll turn it up. Don't worry. Um, but the thing is, they're not even trying. They're not even fucking trying. Okay. Um, because look, okay, to put it in perspective, it's like if Treyarch is it Treyarch or Activision. It's like Activision defending cheaters on Warzone, or Blizzard defending cheaters on Overwatch. So think of it like that, okay? Hell, there was a time where freaking PUBG was rampant with cheaters. So imagine if PUBG like defended the cheaters rather than doing something about it. That's the same here. Now that's not as severe. That's not as severe, but it's the same premise though. The fact that Roblox is not only making little to no effort to get rid of these pedos, but also for flat out defending them by banning Schlep. Yeah, I don't fucking think so. You don't want to get rid of them. I mean, it would be like forbidding kids from going to a candy store. It's one of the main points. Yeah, and Roblox is advertised as a family game, as a ready for everyone game, especially children. Like this game is meant to be as kid friendly as possible, and pedos are going here going, oh yeah, let's do this, So the fact of the matter is, it's a breeding ground for pedos. I mean, how when I think didn't Fortnite have this problem at one point, and they actually did something about it? Yeah, yeah. So overall, that's what this boils down to, okay? Look, if they want to make it kid friendly, that's fine, but they need to step up their game. They really need to step up their game.
Corporation has sent a cease and desist letter to me, a 22-year-old, versus a multi-billion-dollar company, threats of litigation because I catch predators on their platform.
But when Schlep shared the incident online, most people saw it as Roblox trying to shield some of the worst people in our society.
That's the point I'm trying to make right there. That's the point I'm trying to make. And I picked the wrong model for this. I need to move my arms. I need to be able to move my arms. But anyways, the pedals are one of the main sources. Yeah, that's all. That's what it boils down to. Money. Okay. Of course, that's how corporations work. Anything that makes them money, that's what they're gonna do. And if they start attacking pedos, they're just they're gonna lose a lot of money, and they know it. The fact of the matter is, if corporations really want to make money, they need to put their customers first. They need to put their consumers first, not their investors. Okay, but because that's what it all boils down to. Okay, it boils down to satisfying their investors. Um, hold on to that thought, Brad. Hold on to that thought because hopefully this video is going to go into how bad the situation really gets. And right now, um, it's really bad. And this video is slightly outdated, so I'll give you guys an update afterwards.
So instead of stopping the predators, Roblox stops the people stopping the predators. It's really backwards, if you ask me. That shit doesn't make any sense. Like, just let that marinate in your head for a moment.
What followed was a firestorm of backlash that went far beyond a trending hashtag. Some of the biggest Roblox creators cut all ties with the company.
Roblox is so detached from reality. I feel like it's got to be done at this point. I'm leaving the STAR program. I'm out. I'm done.
It's getting sued by members of the US government. It lost over $12 billion in market value in days. And now, the most well-known PDF catcher in the world, Chris Hansen, is telling Roblox to take a seat.
Shits get real. You know shit gets real when Chris Hansen gets involved. You know he's gonna be up on this. I don't know how much he understands the game, but he takes down pedals for a living. Yeah, and you just saw that though. Roblox is losing billions in profits right now. The stock market is crashing, and the state of Louisiana, I believe, is filing a class action lawsuit against him for prioritizing pedals over the safety of children. It's in billions though. Well, thank you for correcting me, but I'm pretty sure it's up to the billions at this point.
Hi, I'm the Internet Anarchist. I create weekly YouTube documentaries, and today we're taking a deep dive into the disturbing situation surrounding Roblox, how it failed to address the massive child safety issues on its platform for years, banned one of the few people who were actually trying to make a difference, and then doubled down on its decision despite everyone on the internet telling them just how wrong this move was.
I think some of these groups started off in a really good place, and they started off really.
I believe that's the CEO of Roblox, and oh my god, he looks like a pedo. He looks like he belongs on a list. No wonder he's defending them.
And they still do really care about the community.
But you know what the right move is? Subscribing, because 76% of you aren't subscribed but still watch all of my videos. That being said, to truly grasp the chaos unfolding in front of us, we have to start with the man at the heart of it all, Schlep.
I'm subscribed. Does that mean anything to you? But yeah, that's Schlep right there. That's the one who started this whole thing. That's not the CEO. Who the fuck was that guy? Anyways, that's Schlep. That's the one who started it all. He started dedicating his YouTube channel to hunting down pedos, and he made about 6 videos, and boom, Roblox said, "Nope," and it's suing him for millions. Poor kid isn't even worth that much.
Michael, known online as Schleb, is a Roblox YouTuber who first gained success by bringing attention to the mountains of inappropriate content and games on the platform. However, what really cemented Schleb as a household name in the Roblox community was his To Catch a Robloxian series. In essence, these videos were similar to how Chris Hansen used to do things back in the day, or even how modern hunters like Gideon catch PDF files online. The only difference was, instead of social media as a whole, Schlep focused entirely on Roblox. He used decoys who pretended to be underage and engaged with anyone trying to have inappropriate conversations with these decoys.
He would not stop talking about how much he was obsessed with the face of the decoy.
I'm obsessed.
Oh god! Oh god! That voice! That fucking voice! I mean, I get it. I mean, they're trying to make him sound like a creep because he is, but still, oh my god! Oh no, that shivers down my spine, not in a good way. Oh god! And let's continue.
Me more.
I just love how good your face looks.
Really?
Hell yes.
Haha.
You're attractive. I definitely do some stuff to your amazing face, you know.
I had to take a hot shower after this. Like really hot. I'm gonna have to scrub myself with the fucking with the fucking the steel wool. Oh my god. Oh my god. You don't. And you ask the.
From this point on, the messages become so graphic that I don't even feel comfortable sharing them here. For context, not long after the last messages I showed, he sent an explicit photo, and then multiple videos. The decoy played naive, pretending to not understand this kind of stuff.
Once he had enough information on who the other person was, or if the other person tried to make a move on the decoy, Schlepp handed everything over to the police, allowing them to take matters from there. And unlike creators like Vitaly, who tried to hunt down prods just to humiliate them on camera and farm content, Schlepp's only goal was to make Roblox a safer place for its hundreds of millions of underage players.
Okay, assuming these numbers are accurate. Holy fuck. Holy fuck. My god, look at these numbers. Okay, I don't know how Roblox is getting these numbers, but still! God damn!
And by getting 6 different PDF files arrested in just the last 10 months, he was definitely succeeding at this goal. The audience also loved this content, with many even sharing personal anecdotes in support of everything Schlepp was doing. Hi Schlepp, I'm an SA survivor, and seeing you protect other kids from going through the pain I went through really warms my heart. Thank you. Dude, you're not protecting Roblox, you're protecting the world. As a teenage girl, thank you so much for doing this work. I know to avoid these people, fortunately, but I'm so glad you're protecting the people who don't know what to avoid. You're amazing. And while millions appreciated him for doing the right thing, for Schlepp, this meant a lot more than that. For him, it was personal. You see, Schlepp first started playing on Roblox 10 years ago, when he was just 12 years old. Unfortunately, not long after joining, he was contacted by a prominent game developer on the platform. And for the next 3 years, this developer did everything in their power to group Schlepp, from sending them graphic violent content and corn, to engaging in deeply inappropriate conversations.
I'm a developer! Yeah, that's one of the staff members right there. God damn! And really, it was quick too. I know, right? Jeez. Roblox, what the actual fuck, dude? And these are the people that Roblox is not only defending, but also employing, apparently. Ah! Poor Schlepp. And like I said, I have a personal attachment to this game too because somebody who was dear to me was a victim of this. Okay, she was a victim of this. Passed away last year. Not gonna go too much details, but yeah, you can guess what happened. Luckily, I have no such attachment. I don't really play this game very often. The only time I ever play this game is when it's with friends. But I never play. Rarely ever play it solo, and I rarely ever play it solo. And even then, I probably don't. I don't even stream it. I think I streamed like once, but that's pretty much it.
However, when Schlepp was hospitalized after trying to end it all, likely due to the mental abuse he was going through, his mother tried to contact Roblox about what was going on, only for her pleas to fall on deaf ears. The company only responded after his mother threatened legal action, but even then, they waived all responsibility, claiming that the inappropriate stuff happened, quote, on another platform, completely glancing over the fact that it all started on their platform, and more importantly, the person who was being reported was directly contracted by Roblox.
Really? So they're basically saying, this didn't happen on our watch, so it's not our problem. Buddy! Motherfucker works for you! Cash over safety, yup. You see that? The perpetrator in this case is fucking works for them, and they're just like, not our problem. Motherfucker, if they work for you, it is your problem, okay? That's just how it works. Okay, that's how any very company should work.
Worst of all, this person didn't face any penalties for what they did to Schlepp. Roblox kept them on payroll for years, and only fired them after another female developer reported them for SA. In other words, to catch a Robloxian was Schlepp's way of making sure no other kid goes through what he once did. That said, the only reason Schlepp had to take matters into his own hands was because Roblox didn't show any interest in making their game safe for over 50% of their player base. The thing is, Roblox has always been a popular hunting ground for PDF files due to its lax moderation and practically non-existent age verification. There are dozens, if not hundreds, of reports of Preds using the platform to find and lure victims, many even using the in-game currency Robux as a bribe for inappropriate favors, including multiple cases of PDF files going as far as kidnapping victims they met on Roblox. And an investigation done by an Australian online safety organization also exposed just how widespread this issue truly was.
Who's been offered free Robux to do something that was inappropriate?
Oh my god, look at those hands. Look how many kids raised their hands on that situation. On that question. Look at this. Look at this. That's a lot of hands. Okay, you Nintendo. Oh no, Nintendo's a whole different can of worms, you know? I heard of the situation? Yeah, I know. I've been following the situation ever since I found out about it. And oh boy. Oh boy! Yeah. And I know some of you wanted me to give my thoughts on Nintendo. I'll give my quick thoughts after this video, but right now we're focusing on this. Ah! My god, that is... What the actual fuck right there, okay? See, that's why whenever I play online games, like Fortnite, for example, I always keep to myself. Whether it's Fortnite or Marvel Rivals or Stranova, I always keep to myself. Okay, I turn off the open mic. I don't respond to side chats. I just do my own thing. Okay.
In the game. Or someone has said, I'll give you some free Robux if you come and follow me on Snapchat or TikTok or something like that. Who's had that happen? Okay. Loads of...
Okay, I know it's blurred out because of the kids, but still, you can clearly see how many of them are raising their hands. You see how bad this is? See how fucking bad this is? Ah, motherfuckers.
Yet, despite all this, Roblox never took any of it seriously and let things become worse with each passing day. Not to mention the influx of extremely disturbing games on the platform like Escape to Epstein Island, Public Bathroom Simulator, and the many Diddy-related titles. Roblox...
Really? Really? What the actual fuck? Really? Oh, this is trusted friends, very trusted friends. Exactly. That's why I only play Roblox with friends, okay? That's why I only play Roblox with friends. But my god, really? Oh my god. And Roblox sees no issue with this at all.
His inaction forced Schlepp to fix the issue himself to the best of his abilities. But instead of thanking him for his effort, or even learning from his example and doing something themselves, Roblox responded by doing the worst thing they could, banning Schlepp and threatening legal action if he continued exposing PDFs on their platform. On August 9th, 2025, Schlepp uploaded a video with a title that sounded too cartoonishly evil to be true, claiming, "Roblox is threatening to sue me for protecting kids." Unfortunately, this wasn't clickbait.
The Roblox Corporation has sent a cease and desist letter to me, a 22-year-old, versus a multi-billion-dollar company, threats of litigation, because I catch predators on their platform.
Schlepp revealed that every account he's ever had on Roblox was banned from the platform, including the accounts he and his team were actively using to catch PDFs. He was also prohibited from using any Roblox product ever again, with threats of legal action if he ever tried to work around this ban. However, their reasoning for doing all this was dubious at best and outright deceptive at worst. According to them, Schlepp's actions were somehow exposing their users to increased risk. The three actions they highlighted as primary reasons behind this cease and desist were also untrue.
You guys are reading this, right? Are exposing our users to... The only risk that they're being exposed to is getting arrested, which they did. They did get arrested, Roblox! For fuck's sakes! Ah! Oh my... That, I'm gonna break something. I swear, I'm gonna fucking break something. Shit! This is what happens when you hire failures for mods. This is what happens when you have a fucking pet on your team.
For instance, they claimed that Schlepp was the one directing users to move the conversation off platform, even though it was clear from his videos that the Preds were the ones who always asked the decoy to go off platform to apps like Snapchat or Discord. Similarly, their claim about simulated child endangerment conversations didn't hold much weight either.
Engaging in simulated child endangerment conversations. What? So one of the fundamental bases of predator catching is that you cannot talk to predators. Predators are supposed to be the ones talking sexually to you. If you talk sexually to predators like straight off the get-go, that's entrapment. That is literally what entrapment is. We almost always play a naive kid who doesn't know anything about this stuff, so they teach us about this stuff. If you've watched these videos, you know how the chats are going.
Worst of all, the company claimed that Schlepp didn't use the right channels to report these PDFs before going to the authorities, disregarding the fact that he always shared the same chat logs with Roblox as he did to the police. The only difference is the police actually took action, while Roblox ignored his reports altogether.
Tell me the right outlets. I have been trying to figure this out for like a year now. We go to roblox.com/support, submit a moderation ticket, and then fill out the prompt with all the information regarding our arrest and give you guys the same Google Drive that we give to the cops. And in a lot of instances, Roblox won't even ban after we reach out to them regarding felony arrest.
So it sounds to me like he did everything right. He did everything that he was supposed to do, and Roblox just continues to show double standards. So it makes you wonder. If a YouTuber who got these pedos arrested and submitted the information to Roblox and they did nothing, could you imagine how many other pleas were ignored? How many other complaints were ignored? So Roblox is just sitting there doing jack shit. Sir, we got another report. Throw in the shredder. Probably don't even open the fucking envelope.
Only time Roblox actually banned the perpetrators was long after Schlepp's video featuring them received millions of views. Now, one could argue that Roblox didn't respond to his reports simply because they don't have the capacity to review the tens of thousands of reports they receive each day, though they would if they actually cared about keeping their platform safe. But giving them the benefit of the doubt still doesn't change the fact that, in one instance, Schlepp even tagged the company's CEO directly on Twitter, and instead of any acknowledgement, he was blocked.
Last time I tweeted at Roblox's CEO,
Wait, what? What?
In one instance, Schlepp even tagged the company's CEO directly on Twitter, and instead of any acknowledgement, he was blocked.
Wow! What the fuck? Wow! Wow! Jeez! This speaks for itself. I got nothing to say about that.
Last time I tweeted at Roblox's CEO, it was about a predator we had arrested. Roblox ignored it until Gideon and I made videos. Then they banned him, only for him to return. I sent proof of him talking about the video I made on him in a voice chat game on Roblox. Mind you, the same game a 10-year-old was abducted through weeks from this taking place. I replied to one of the CEO's posts about this, and he blocked me.
Getting back to his ban, it's unclear why anyone at Roblox thought it would be a good idea. What is clear, however, was that none of them expected the sheer scale of backlash they would receive in response. Schlepp's video announcing the ban went viral almost immediately, amassing over 4.5 million views in less than 2 weeks. More importantly, the topic got picked up by some of the biggest creators on YouTube, almost all of whom were in full support of Schlepp.
It's pretty odd considering Roblox willingly turns a blind eye to the plague on their platform, but will laser focus, dial in, and fucking call in like the asteroid that wiped out the dinosaurs in order to try and wipe out people like Schlepp that try and stop the predators themselves. So instead of stopping the predators, Roblox stops the people stopping the predators. It's really backwards, if you ask me. That shit doesn't make any sense. Like, just let that marinate in your head for a moment.
Just hours after the announcement, #FreeSchlep started trending on social media sites as well, and the support for him was overwhelming.
Yeah, even the YouTuber and lawyer Law by Mike is filing a lawsuit against Roblox, and I think he's also taking cases. I think he also wants to represent people who wants to file a lawsuit against Roblox. So him and Hugo Lord, another lawyer YouTuber, they both started a website called I think I have a case.com, and they actually have a segment dedicated to Roblox. So yeah, even famous lawyers are getting involved in this.
With some of the top comments under his video stating things like, "The whole world is on your side, homie. Roblox won't win, and we'll make sure of it. Keep fighting. We'll be there with you. We with you 100%, bro. They should be disgraced you're doing their job for them." Roblox's initial response to this backlash seemed like a step in the right direction, like banning many of the deeply inappropriate games they'd been happily promoting to children for years, and forcing popular games like Meep City to remove all inappropriate features like lewd animations and outfits. In reality, however, inappropriate features like lewd animations and
Okay, so these are some actions that Roblox took recently, like very recently. And I don't know what Meep City is. Like I said, I'm not a Roblox enough to know the stuff, but lies, says Hydra. Yep. But you know, banning inappropriate games is a step in the right direction. Forcing game developers from Roblox to make changes, that's also a step in the right direction. But still, the fact that we do that they have to go through all this for any action to be taken. Yeah, I don't fucking think so. That's what Roblox knows full well on how to do. Lies. That's every corporation, my friend.
outfits. In reality, however, this was nothing more than corporate damage control, something that became obvious with the response video the company's executives, including the CEO, put out.
Oh, that's the CEO. Okay, I messed up.
Response video the company's
Who the fuck is this guy?
executives-
Chief Safety Officer. Chief Safety Officer. That Tomo looking motherfuckers is in charge of Roblox safety. Fuck's he been doing it? Look, you know what? I'll give him one guess what he's been doing. Okay, look at his face. Look at that face. He's clearly on something. He's clearly on something. Okay, you know, instead of adhering to the complaints, I bet you every time he gets an email, he just deletes it and just goes back to rolling up his dollar bills and snorting his white powder. You all know what white powder I'm talking about. That he just lines up on his coffee table, covered in his money, sits on his couch, covered in his money, and just snorts some white stuff with this rolled up $100 bill. Chief Failure Officer, pretty much, yeah. And look at that. Even in that image, he looks high. He looks high as fuck. He looks like he's short for brain cells. I mean, I swear, he looks like he owns a black van and just parks outside the freaking school after hours. All the kids coming out, and he just goes, "Hey kids, want some candy? How about I give you my fucking fist up your ass? I'll shove it so deep, shoulder deep. You'll be my personal puppet." We'll call my low breakout like that.
Including the CEO, put out. And while they didn't mention Schlep by name, the whole 45-minute video boiled down to how, quote, vigilantes were going too far.
I think some of these groups started off in a really good place, and they started off, really, and they still do really care about the community. The actions that they were taking were putting our community at greater risk and were violations of our policy.
This
He pretty much just doubled down on this whole shit.
Doesn't really make any sense if you think about it for more than 2 seconds, because by definition, a vigilante is someone who undertakes law enforcement in their community without legal authority. In other words, someone who takes the law into their own hands and tries to enact judgment despite not having the authority to do so. Well, Schlep never did anything even remotely close to this. He never tried to detain the PDFs he exposed or put them through some other punishment. All he did was hand over the information he'd gathered to the authorities and let them decide what to do next, which, given the evidence he'd gathered, usually resulted in the pred getting arrested. So when some of Roblox's top executives insinuated that Schlepp was acting like a vigilante, it only underscored just how out of touch they truly were. At one point in the video, Roblox's chief safety officer made a string of claims about Schlepp and his team to justify the ban, only for the CEO to cut him off mid-sentence.
They would go and create accounts on Roblox claiming to be a child. And then they would enter into game servers and they would go and start asking everybody around them, how old are you? And they were seeking out adults. If you said that you were 12 or you said you were 7, they would just move on. But if you said that you were 25, then they would start engaging in conversations and they would try and use those conversations to simulate.
Matt, is this anecdotal? Because I know we have chat logs for all chat on Roblox and historical records. Are you able to kind of take a look at this?
The way CEO David Basuki interrupted and derailed the conversation was quite suspicious, almost as if he realized the CSO was making things up and didn't want to hand the internet any more ammunition. Here's the thing, however, if the company's track record is anything to go by, they likely would have stuck with their decision to ban Schlepp and moved on like nothing ever happened. No amount of online backlash would have made them budge. In a statement released on August 13th, they even insinuated that PDF catchers like Schlepp were somehow just as bad as the Preds. Fortunately, the story of Schlepp's ban became international news, allowing it to reach people who can actually hold Roblox and its management accountable. On August 15th, 2025, Louisiana Attorney General Liz Murrill filed a lawsuit against the company for knowingly endangering the well-being of its younger player base. This hits the company where it mattered the most, their wallets.
That's how you hurt a corporation. Just go straight for the profits. And this is a fucking state that's suing them, okay? That's a state. Louisiana is suing Roblox, and you know that's a big deal. You know that's a big deal.
The news of this lawsuit was followed up by a historic crash in Roblox stock, wiping off over 12.
See, I knew it! Fucking knew it! You lost billions! You lost billions doing this! So, yeah, they're in danger. They're in some serious danger.
$1 billion from its market valuation, and this was only after the lawsuit was announced. It's not hard to imagine Roblox losing a lot more if the lawsuit goes through and succeeds. That said, the Louisiana lawsuit was only the beginning of Roblox's troubles, because the same day, Schlepp announced the law firms he'd partnered with to file a counterclaim against Roblox. These are Steiner Gold, Greico and Hensley, and Milberg, Coleman, Bryson, Phillips, Grossman, both of which have successfully represented victims of Jeffrey Epstein in the past. And if that wasn't bad enough, world-renowned PDF catcher and grifter Chris Hansen announced his upcoming documentary on Roblox a day later on August 16.
You may have heard that my streaming crime network, True Blue, and I are investigating the exploitation of children on the popular gaming platform Roblox. Well, it's absolutely true, and we're deep into it. I've already interviewed law enforcement investigators and victims of this horrible activity.
In a recent video on Schlepp's channel, he even voiced his full support for what the young YouTuber was doing.
I actually did watch that video from Schlepp, so yeah, it's just listening to Schlepp talk about all this, all what he's going through, is just bad.
From a public image standpoint, I mean, you're killing the messenger, right? It's not like you're out there tracking these guys down with, tasers and smoke guns. I mean, you're providing information to the platform to do something about it.
Now, these lawsuits and documentaries may not pose an immediate threat to Roblox. After all, proper investigations and legal proceedings take time, but that doesn't mean the company is in the clear just yet. You see, the biggest blow Roblox has taken in this entire controversy is to its reputation. Just think of how many parents assumed Roblox was just a harmless children's game, and to let their kids have unrestricted access to it. With Schlepp's story gaining international attention, many of these parents have now seen the truth, and they will likely never let their kids get even close to Roblox ever again. As an angry father on YouTube put it, "I'm a 31-year-old father of a 9-year-old daughter and a 7-year-old son. I had absolutely no idea how dangerous this Roblox could be. I had to sit my daughter down and asked her if she had ever played any of these games like Bathroom Simulator, and it turns out she has. I'm furious as a dad. How could things like this exist in a child's game? If I could meet with that Roblox CEO in person, I'd kick his ass." This, ultimately, is one of the most important outcomes of this whole situation. So even if Roblox manages to dodge legal trouble and continues operating as usual, parents and by extension their children will still be aware of the dangers lurking on the platform. Especially since the CEO of said platform sounds completely unhinged, with his plans to add online dating to a platform where over half the player base is underage.
What the actual hell? What, are you guys seeing this? Are you guys seeing this? Really? A dating sim. A dating sim on Roblox. What are they thinking? Roblox is not the... No! Aren't Roblox just for chilling and hanging out with friends? That's what it's supposed to be about. But there are others that are using it for more than that.
Given Roblox's history with how many cases, numerous cases there have been of adults preying on children through Roblox, to now try and cater Roblox to be a dating site for adults sounds like a recipe for disaster.
A petition to remove this CEO has received over 212,000 signatures in less than 2 weeks. And maybe new leadership could save Roblox. But right now, it's racing towards a downfall it fully deserves. A game that didn't deserve its downfall one bit, however.
He did a video on Little Big Planet for some reason, but yeah, that's the current state right now. Dating feels weird on games where most players are kids. My niece and nephew play that game. Okay, look, listen. We need to cripple him. Yeah, we need to get rid of the CEO because no, we need to get rid of the safety officer as well. No, get rid of all the top staff because they're all involved. Okay. Okay, you know what? Okay, as I said before, I have a personal connection with this case because like I talked about it back in March. Okay, how somebody very close to me was tragically murdered last year. She was only 14 when this happened, and she met this guy through Roblox. Okay. And good things to temper right now because his trial is set for this month. So hopefully we get some good news out of that. But still, yeah. Yeah, and that's why I have a hard time playing Roblox. That's why I have a hard time playing on my own, at least. I only play with friends for that reason. Okay?